Thank you very much, Anastasia, for this introduction, and good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here among you today, and I hope you do enjoy the lunch as well. My name is Kevin Berkan. I'm an investment officer at the IFC, the International Finance Corporation. That is the private sector financing arm of the World Bank Group. And I'm here today to share a bit about the Africa Medical Equipment Facility that we have set up some time ago. And for those who don't know it, we hope that you find it of interest, and what we really hope is that you down the line benefit from that facility as part of your operations as healthcare facilities in Kenya today. So thanks a lot for your attention, and thank you to the Kenya Healthcare Federation and Anastasia for us to have that opportunity to present AMF to you. So I'll be presenting the program, and I won't be then the only one, because it's a partnership. So colleagues from the Cooperative Bank of Kenya will then come as well to speak, and among other participants, which I will mention. But maybe before even presenting what this facility is about, I think let me just take a step back and provide a bit of rationale as to how we have been thinking about it. So as IFC, we do investment in the healthcare sector among other sectors in emerging markets, and have taken really a look right at the market. When you look today at the healthcare indicator globally, there are really two things that came out very strongly, and particularly when it comes to Africa. Number one, most of the countries in the continent, unfortunately, when comparing with global other regions, fall behind when it comes to healthcare indicators. And that is partly because of the healthcare infrastructure gap that exists in the continent. And so, I mean, we could speak about, right, I mean, the hospitals bed per population, but also I think there is more and more studies coming up around, you know, the gap in medical equipment to be able, for the medical facilities to be able to better serve patients, better diagnose, and better treat. And when we look at who today provides the large majority of the care to the patients, those are actually the small and medium-sized facilities operating in these countries. And unfortunately, they are also the ones that do face more challenges than others in trying to secure, you know, financing as and when they want to finance their operations or, you know, purchase medical equipment. This is actually why we have set up the Africa Medical Equipment Facility. It's a program that we are aiming at implementing in 9 countries in Africa, and we have already getting started in Côte d'Ivoire as well as Kenya. AMF is a financing solution that will allow healthcare SMEs, be a hospital, a clinic, a diagnostic center, an imaging center, healthcare professionals, to have the opportunity, you know, to facilitate and support them access loans in order to purchase medical equipment. But that we wouldn't have done it alone. It's a partnership done with motivated financial institutions and medical equipment manufacturers, because we couldn't come just alone to develop this facility. But enough said about the high levels. I'm sure you're all interested to know about how AMF works. So let me just cut to the chase here. I don't know if you can see well enough the slide, but the way AMF would work is that you, as a healthcare facility, would be looking to purchase a medical equipment and would need financing for it. So the way you go is you speak with one of those partner OEMs, and I will come back to it to present the pool, which keeps growing. You get in touch with them. When we're happy also to make the introductions, discuss what's your needs, get down to, you know, a proposal that you feel works for you, and then get in touch with one of the program's partner banks. In Kenya, a cooperative bank is our prime partner bank, and so they are very aware. We have dedicated point of contact so that you can then get in touch with them to seek financing. Now, of course, you might tell me, okay, what's really different about what I'm doing already today when I need to get funding. This is where this program actually comes in. As IFC here, what we're doing today is we have partnerships, for instance, here with Co-op, where we have mechanisms in place that helps and encourage the bank to lend to the healthcare SMEs and to eventually reduce the level of risk taken when undertaking these types of loans to you. Beside that, we also want the banks to be a bit more familiar with the healthcare sector and how to assess medical equipment financing. This is why we have training in place, and I think since we started, we have trained about close to 100 bankers between Kenya and Cote d'Ivoire on these types of things so that they get more comfortable with the sector, more comfortable with financing the sector, and therefore are more able and have more appetite for financing healthcare. And beside that, as you see here, you still have the partner OEMs. They are also in touch with the bank. It's not everybody doing their part separately. There is a good coordination, and then as a way of working together to try and get you the loan that you need for the equipment that you need. And all that, because also IFC has partnerships with the OEM, we are also asking here that the OEMs don't just look at selling you an equipment and then move on to the next client. What we also want is that there are certain level of servicing agreement in place, be for maintenance, trainings, and so on, so that the machine that you're purchasing, continues to operate and be in good function and continues to contribute to, your medical facilities benefits and for your patients. A couple of other things as to this, because one day also our goal is that the bankers get so comfortable with you in lending to you, in supporting your expansions. One day this kind of program would not need to happen. But what we want to also do, and what we have started doing, I think, twice in Kenya, we work with selected medical facilities on providing trainings, be to support on medical equipment procurement processes, but also financial management skills, improving financial management skills. So we hope that that speaks to the room in terms of the skills that might sometimes be needed to better maybe communicate your ambitions with a bank and increase the probability of getting loans. So this is about how it works. What I can say here is that we've started this program with, in the OEM side, GE and Philips, which I'm sure I don't really need to present anymore, but are also expanding the pool for the benefit of the medical facility so that you find the type of equipment for the specialties you need. Since then, we've onboarded also Karl Storz, who, as you know, focuses on endoscopy. Today, we have Wonfo, which is focused on diagnostic equipment coming from China. Elekta from the UK, who focuses on oncology equipment. And Getinge from Sweden, who focuses on providing infrastructure solutions and equipment for operating theater with an emphasis on cardiac care. So really, and as for Getinge, I see Karen is in the room, so feel free, of course, to get in touch if any question. But this is what we're really aiming to do, is bring more and more complementarity in terms of the type of medical equipment you can purchase and what specialty these ones will offer. And there is more to come. There are also another number of OEMs in the pipeline. I will finish briefly here because I don't want to spend too much time on terms. I think Mumbi from the Co-op Bank will come in to introduce that. But maybe the question, who can benefit from AMEF? I mean, in a nutshell, like I say, any private sector medical facility today, hospital, clinics, diagnostic center, imaging center, in operation, that is, of course, a registered professional in the country. We need to meet two of the three criteria of an SME definition, but if you really look at that, those are very, very wide range. As you can see, I mean, for those maybe it's a bit too far. It would need to have a revenue between 10 million and 1.5 billion shilling. So we hope that address, the large majority of the facilities today in the room. It's the same range when it comes to total assets. and have a number of staff between 1 and 300. So we do hope that this is sufficiently large today to help speak to most of you today in the room, and hope that you get to benefit from the facility. And of course, who can benefit from it? Any of you that is looking to purchase an equipment from those OEMs and needs financing for it. Thank you very much for your attention. I'll then pass on. Maybe Anastasia will want to introduce for the next one. But that is for AMF. There will be others to come and speak about it. So thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Kevin. So you said from Co-op Bank, who's coming? Mumbi. And as Mumbi comes, I want you to tell us who are the contacts of these 4 partners or so that you're working with. But more important, I'm hoping and praying that they are here so that we can make connections. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Anastasia. I think some are here. Getting Gay, I know Karen is there. I think G is in the room as well. And then some others probably. What we have is also contacts. As I said, we can help introduce you, those who are interested, to the medical equipment manufacturer. We keep doing that a lot, but we can also share, to your email list, a list of contact of those OEMs if that's useful.
Okay. Thank you. The reason I'm asking is that just like Co-op, I want them to come and tell their story at some point in time, maybe in the next meeting. But for the sake of the participants who are here, the members who are here, I think where Faith is seated, that's the AMF team, IFC, right, Faith? Yeah, Faith is a former immediate past director of KHF, but she's also a member of KHF at the moment, and they're executive director at KCWCW. So in case you need to get more information from Kevin, you can also get in touch with Faith so that they can contact. But next time, please, when you're telling your story, we really need to see them, because they also need to tell us what is on offer. What are they offering? Yeah?
And actually, talking about that, I know we have Anne in the room from the NRCC, who may come in and share experience about how her journey on AMF, as I think she has been one of the first to benefit from a loan under the program. Yeah.